I work as a data engineer within a small but fairly new team. We recently finished a major project and, as a team, are going out for a celebratory meal and drinks at a steak restaurant. Issue is I'm a vegetarian, and most of my team, who I rarely see in person, don't know this. The table is already booked, and outside of a simple salad, the restaurant does not do vegetarian dishes. Normally, this wouldn't be an issue. I'd bite the bullet and force down a steak so that I don't make anyone feel bad for accidentally excluding me. However, one other person going might know I'm a vegetarian, and I don't know if I can trust him not to ruin the vibe by bringing it up. Brothers, how do I get through this evening without making people feel bad? Any way to do it without eating meat? That's from Imperiled Across the Pond.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Listen, here's the thing. They don't know I know
these questions. It makes you feel like a cheater sometimes.
No.
You always have such smart things to say.
Once in every 689 episodes, I'd like to actually help someone with an actual actionable answer.
Let's see.
2 words by call ahead. You're going to call the restaurant. You're going to say, hey, I'm coming in. We have a reservation for this night. I'm a vegetarian. Is there any way that you can accommodate that? And if they're like, hey, I'm not able to, then you say, okay, would it be all right if I brought in food for myself?
No.
And you can serve it.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, Trav. You were on such a hot streak there for a second.
So
it was
good
looking
until
so
you suggested they bring a fucking Tupperware full of baby carrots and ranch dip. You cannot, Travis. You cannot.
You can't. This person's saying, I want to seem normal. Please, brothers, help me seem normal.
Is there any way we could pretend I didn't say the second half of the thing I said?
No, Trav.
Damn it.
Now, hold on, Griffin. Don't rush into judgment, okay? You may need this service later. Don't just immediately dismiss Travis's request for clemency.
I don't want to undo the good suggestion.
Yeah.
With my
you were so worked up about it. Yeah, I don't want to.
I'm just saying that if I was like, hey, I brought in some delicious veggie risotto, could you please bring it out to me with everybody else and tell me what a good boy I am for ordering it off the menu?
Travis, there is no. Okay, wait. Stop it. I need to clarify what you are suggesting because it has gone from bad to calamitous in a way that I'm not tracking.
No, that suggestion no longer exists. You're actually not allowed.
No, Travis, the first one's also having some issues now.
You circled back around it in a way that is extremely troubling. So you are suggesting not that you bring in your own Tupperware of veggie risotto. You are saying that as you come in, you have it underneath your coat, and then you pass it off to the chef. And then, and then you're like, you then get a hold of the waiter, and you say, now listen, I'm going to stone-faced order veggie risotto, and I need you to just bring it. No questions asked. And here's the second part. If anyone else is like, ooh, that sounds good, I'll have that. There is not enough.
They just ordered the last. We got an 86 the risotto.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, we just 86.
We've got a special tonight. It's 1 order of risotto for that guy.
It's an off-menu veggie risotto.
That's the other issue. Is one of your coworkers will be like, "Oh, that's weird. I want to see veggie risotto on my menu." You're gonna have to grab the menu out of your hands and be like, "Let me see it real quick." Yeah, it says right here.
But it says, only 1 serving per night. Order fast.
Yeah, it says 1 veggie risotto. Huh, okay. Don't get me wrong, guys. I fucking love steak, but I'm wicked curious about this one dish that they have.
The thing I like most is exclusivity.
Right. I want no one else to get this. I don't think of all the options that you can go with here, let's go ahead and blackball eating a steak.
Yes, correct.
1, I don't think you should compromise your lifestyle for people who you work with in general for any reason. 2, if you have been a vegetarian for a long time and you decide to get back into the game with a steak, that's like pure beef, dog.
That's too much beef.
That's pure beef. You are not you don't produce the right juices inside you anymore to handle pure beef.
Yeah, that's like ending a water fast with a Curter burger. You simply can't.
Can we also, hey, listen, it's 2023. It's Anno Domini 2023. We're at a point now where people should be like, hey, this is where we're thinking about going to dinner as a small team. Yeah. Does that work for everyone?
Yeah, but it's the UK. They're posh, you know.
Oh, that's true.
They're they don't think about people.
Okay, then how about this? Hey, it's 2023. Steakhouse, more than salad. Something else.
I have a good
veggie risotto, maybe. Have you considered veggie risotto?
I do have good news on that front. One thing I don't love steakhouses as a rule. I don't love the fetishization of like extremely expensive cuts of steak. I think a lot of it's like fake news a little bit. I think a steak's good if you cut
steak news.
I don't know. Steak news a little bit. But here's what I will say about they're gonna have some fucking primo croutons. This is 100%. No exaggeration. Travis has been to many steakhouses, and I'm pretty sure he agrees with me. The croutons they have at this place are going to absolutely kick your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, they know how to make vegetables taste delicious in a way where they're almost meat, where it's like, we took asparagus, but don't worry. We soaked it in butter and put a bunch of different shit on it. You won't even know it's asparagus. Don't worry.
This is not, unless it's some sort of weird, there's that, the weird militant places about toppings. There's that hot dog place that used to be up in Fairmont that had a big no ketchup sign printed on the pavement outside up in West Virginia. They had a big no ketchup sign printed on the pavement outside, so you would know that you cannot get ketchup on a hot dog at this establishment is a rule. I don't think the place is going to be like that. I think they're going to be like, oh yeah, we've heard about this before in the past 50 years.
Yeah, it would be wild if they were like, you're actually the first person we've ever heard of. Say it again. You don't eat meat. Do you drink it? What do you mean?
Another option is you could order a big steak, but also order a salad and eat lots of rolls. And then when the steak shows up, be like, fuck, I all filled up. Man, I wish I hadn't filled up on all the salad and rolls. And if the salad and rolls aren't enough to fill you up, beforehand, you're going to want to get like your consigliere to hide a vegetable risotto in the tank of the toilet.
So that'll be great. So let me get this straight, Griff. They bring the steak and then you're like, oh, too full. And then at that moment, the ghost of the cow is like, perfect. This is just what I hoped for.
They can't cut a piece and then walk away and leave me for the rest, right? Like, I gotta die for this.
Then you need to tell the server to bring an empty plate covered in a cloche. And then when it shows up, you pull up the cloche. If you can have them put a little bit of steam under there for you, and you hide it like you're playing Texas Hold'em, and just kind of open the cloche and look under it and be like, fuck, that looks really good, but I am just too full. And then you have them take it away.
You yummy down on your salad.
And then you go eat your toilet risotto in silence.
You yummy down on your rolls and your lettuce. The steak's sitting there untouched. Somebody's like, aren't you going to eat your steak? And you say, oh, that was for the table. I got that for the table.
That's a table steak.
That's a table steak.
That's not going to do it because they're going to know that you didn't eat your steak. And
hey, can I talk to the chef for a second? Could you get a piece of like sourdough bread and just like soak it in chocolate sauce and then bring it out on a plate for me? And I'll like cut into it and be like, cooked perfectly. I love this.
Bring maybe a glossy JPEG on a plate of a steak and just say like, I owe you one steak.
Do you have a 3D printer? Could you 3D print me a steak, please?
You could cut up little pieces of your steak and keep hiding it on the plates of your coworkers.
Oh, yeah, like in Shawshank Redemption.
Just like in Shawshank Redemption.
Exactly like in Shawshank Redemption.